How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to be replacing the O2 sensor on my 2003 Saab 9-3. Now the reason I'm doing this repair is because over the past, I'd say first time I got this code was probably about a year ago. The code is P1131. And there isn't a whole lot of useful information online regarding how to fix this code, but I eventually determined that there's a long shot chance the ECU is slowly going bad, but it's more likely than not the primary O2 sensor that is on its way out. Now I'm very glad that it is the primary O2 sensor because the primary O2 sensor is extremely easy to get to. I think we can even get away without removing this heat shield, but I will still remove this heat shield, which is just a couple 10 millimeters. But you can see it sitting right there. Now the wire for it runs down around right over here and it plugs in just right there. So this should be a simple repair. This is a code that I've been getting maybe once a month or so. Now I do also want to mention where I ordered this O2 sensor from. This is not an OEM Saab O2 sensor. I actually got this off of eBay. I'll put the link in the description below just to help you guys out. It cost me around like $20, whereas an OEM Saab one was over 10 times that. And I've heard that this one works great, and oddly enough it's the same O2 sensor that a Porsche 911 of the same era uses, so very strange. A couple more things I want to mention before we get started on this repair quickly. First off, I would recommend buying a special O2 sensor socket. These sockets have a little hole cut out of the side, so that way it can fit over where the wire goes, just like that, and then you can still get a good grip around the 22 millimeter. So this is either a 22 millimeter or a 7/8. Both will work. It's a pretty universal size for O2 sensors. So I just got this at AutoZone for like 15 bucks. I also picked up a can of WD-40. I sprayed it last night with some WD-40 and then again about 5 minutes ago. So I'd recommend doing the same thing because this thing has been heat cycled a million times in its life and we don't want something bad to happen when we try to take it out. First thing we're going to do here is remove our heat shield. This is just two 10 millimeters, and this is the first time I'm using my new impact, so kind of excited for that. Once you get those two bolts out, you can lift your heat shield up like that, and you'll see there's a clip on the back of the turbo here, so you just kind of got to pull it straight up and unhook it from there, and it should just come right out. Nice and easy. Now we have even better access to our O2 sensor than we really need, honestly. So I'm just going to use the O2 sensor socket, which again, the way it works, it's pretty ingenious design, is you slide it on where that cutout is over where the wire is, and it just sits on there like that. That broke loose extremely easily. I don't know if that's WD-40 or I just got lucky. But before I go any further on this, because it's going to twist the wires as I spin it, I'm going to unplug it from over here. So if you look between where the power steering pump is and the vacuum pump, there's a little connector right here. You just need to stick a small flathead in there, pop that off, and then you can see on the new one right here, there's little tabs that need to be pushed in so it can just pop out of that bracket. It'll come out of the bottom of that bracket and you just gotta weave it out and should be good. If you don't have an O3 and therefore you don't have a secondary air pump, this would definitely be a lot easier to get this thing unplugged. So now that I have that out of the bracket, I'm just going to unscrew my O2 sensor the rest of the way. Okay, well I guess just enough aggression kind of pulled it off. Here's our old O2 sensor. I mean, it's pretty white, but it's also probably the original O2 sensor. So, I don't know. Our new O2 sensor here on the left, again it looks slightly different, and that's because it's not a direct OEM replacement. But yeah, let's go ahead and put this one in now. We'll have to weave this wiring, which has some really nice like heat wrap on it to protect the wires, and we should be all good. This also, I noticed, already has some anti-seize on it, which is very nice. I'm going to screw it in first so that way the wires don't get twisted if I plug it in first and then, you know, try to tighten it. So note that that's mostly tight. Get the O2 sensor socket back on there. Having the right tools for a job makes it so much easier. That was totally worth the $15 to buy that socket. Even if I never use it again, just saying, it's well worth the money. Now we've got to try and figure out how to feed this down under here. So my recommendation is, first and foremost, do not try and route it through the way that it came out. It's just too hard. There's no room to get your hands down there. So what I did instead was routed it around this way, and then you can see it right down there under the secondary air injection, and I just poked it up right through here. So this, it has a bit more slack, but it's not like it's in the way of anything, so it'll be fine right there. But now it's just time to plug it in, put our heat shield on. Make sure that this little clip right here slides into that knob or whatever you want to call it that's on the back of the turbo. Once you do that, the two holes will line up. Should I be using my impact on this? No. Do I want to? Yes. We'll just be very gentle. So there you have it, guys. That is how you install a new primary O2 sensor on a 2003 and newer Saab 9.3. A very easy job, thankfully not too involved. But if you guys enjoyed this video, found it informative and helpful in any way, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time. Not so fast. I have a bit of an unfortunate update. Went to drive the car after filming the outro, and it was idling pretty rough. Threw a check engine light almost right away. It gave me the code P0134, which is for the O2 sensor. So I asked around, did a little bit of research myself, and turns out the 2003 9.3s, like mine, have a different O2 sensor. Just the 2003s. All the other years have the same O2 sensor, which this specific one that I bought will work for. Because if you remember, when I took out my current O2 sensor and put this one in, they look different. So from looking at diagrams online, the new O2 sensor I put in, which is the wrong one for the O3, looks identical to the proper O2 sensor for the 04 to 11. So I'm sure that this O2 sensor will work fine on 04 to 11. And of course, the 03 primary O2 sensor is $254, and the other three O2 sensors, meaning the secondary O2 sensor for 03 and both the two O2 sensors for 04 and beyond, are like $70 at the most. So just my luck. Looks like I'm gonna have to spend the money and just buy one of those. But lesson learned, I guess. I'll probably just be removing this, maybe just giving it to someone who needs it, but clearly it's not gonna work for me. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.